This shit make a nigga just wanna ride. Reminisce when I had the morning appetite. Applejack and after that I hit the TV guide. And a maniac, the only thing that give me peace of mind. I'm a maniac when him and at the enemy that lie. Tell a story that I never glory 25.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? For the third time, JTG Music Squad here. We got not so much a reaction like usual. We got a album breakdown. So it's gonna be something a little unusual, a little bit different. We're gonna see how this lands. If we like to do this, then we might do this a little bit more in the future. But this man Dot dropped, and like I said, we was all in different spaces and different places, and it's kind of hard to contain your excitement when this man drops. So, yeah, we kind of all just listen to it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But we're gonna give you our thoughts, kind of tell you how we feel about it. Rank where it ranks in his discography. Kind of talk about the concept of it because people feel like it's not really a concept, it's not really a story being told, but there definitely is a story being told. There's a lot happening in his life right now. There's a lot happening with his mindset, like his ego, his pride, like him being humble, like he's realizing shit. This man used to be depressed, like severely depressed, and now he's out of that. Like he's taking care of his mind, his body, and his spirit, like dead ass. So I think this is kind of cool that he's standing on business, but.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna let y'all know what our thoughts are.
Get your notepads out because if you look at our track record, we've been spot on with a lot of shit before a lot of people were to begin with. So get your little notepads out, man. We might drop some gems for y'all. We hit a lot of shit on the head last time with the Drake and Kendrick beef before What's the Dirt before anybody. Got the comment sections. Yeah,
for sure.
We like that.
It's funny because he said like he pointed check the comments.
Check them out.
Double part the dough.
Oh shit! Yeah. Hey man, check the description. Go hit the backlog for real though.
Or to make it a playlist.
For sure.
Yeah, to be honest. But yeah. So, I mean, there's only really one of us that haven't heard the music like that. Yeah.
Right. So
that special someone is the man in the blue Cali shirt. Say what's up, man.
What's up?
Tell them who your favorite rapper is of all time.
Favorite rapper of all time?
Yeah, tell them. You already know. We
not of all time.
Okay, your favorite rapper. Go ahead, tell them. Tell the people.
Tupac,
Got you.
man.
So keep that in mind. He's a big Tupac fan.
Every all time, J.
He's a Tupac fan.
He's a Tupac fan. Keep that in mind. Threw hella shade at Kendrick throughout the history of this channel. Keep that in mind, y'all. While we go forward, we're gonna listen to the tracks off camera. You might hear background. We'll talk about it, but we need to bring Denzel up to speed. So. We'll jump cut into our thoughts post song.
And not to put him under the bus or nothing. I mean, y'all can probably cut this out, but didn't your ass? Never mind. It's all good. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna spare him. That's random acts of kindness. As you see, that nigga is not playing. Like, look at his face. That nigga is not fucking playing. Bro.
That's a chill guy right there.
That's a chill guy. I'm dead.
That's a chill dude. I'm about to say.
Opening track, Whacked Out Murals. Direct response to post beef antics of people whacking out his actual murals, and I think it was in Compton, who were tagging up his shit. One of his top opening tracks. I want to say, not the best, but up there. I think this song really shows that standing 10 toes on what he said during the beef, not walking nothing back. And he is going at whoever wants it, whether that be Drake, whether that be any other rapper, whether that be Wayne. There is a shot to Wayne in here, which is the old flows, recycling old flows to prove to me that they're your favorite, like something like that, along those lines. I think that was a shot at Wayne. And then Wayne tweeted, "What did I do? Don't poke the bear," type tweet. But I think this track really is surface level. I don't think there's really too much to unpack here besides the fact that he's standing 10 toes on what he said and Watch the Party Die and previous tracks. And there's that much to unpack here. I think this is like a really good track though. Really attention grabber.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the thing that he did for me, like what stood out to me was the TaylorMade comment. The Snoop posted Taylor Made. I had no idea he posted that shit.
Posted it
And
on
he
his
probably
story.
posted it just like, oh yeah, like I'm on, like look at this. Like I don't even know. He posted it on his story, so he didn't really even say anything. He just posted it like, oh, check this out. This is kind of cool type.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would feel some type of way too, low key.
Right.
It's like, oh, like somebody used AI and put me in a track rapping against one of the legends that I rap with in the Super Bowl. Like from my city. And the nigga ain't even from America. Like, which you just like, so it's just weird. Like, why would you, like, this is your nigga, like, you basically his kinfolk.
Right.
Like, he looked up to you and you put his op shit on your story.
Right.
Why? Why the fuck did you do that?
Yeah, but then later on, Snoop Dogg noticed that, like, I mean, the song obviously was him talking about Kendrick, so Snoop kind of was like, the fuck, why use my voice for it on this?
He said
like,
he loved both of
actually
them. Yeah, he loved both of them or whatever. But I think in the court of public opinion, if I sit here and post that, that just looks to the people that have picked a side. You know what I'm saying? And so many people, the game picked a side for sure. He didn't post nothing from Kendrick. That shows me something. That shows the public something. Even though that might not have been Snoop's intentions, that's how it comes off when you just do some random shit like that and have no statement before or after. Post it on your story. I think my favorite line on here is what is it? Whatever though, call me crazy, everybody questionable, turn me to an Eskimo. I drew the line in decimals. Basically, he drew a divide with this beef. He drew a divide in the rap industry, and now everyone's choosing a side. So he drew that divide there. I like how, you know, I drew a line in decimals. There's gonna be a lot of pop influence sprinkled throughout here going forward in the later tracks, but I think we touched all the bases here. Obviously he's
Super Bowl.
Obviously
the
Super
mad
Bowl.
That he won a Super Bowl. Yeah.
Right. Which this I want for y'all, the listeners. I want y'all to, or the viewers, I want y'all to keep that track or that problem he has with people saying that, speaking on him not deserving the Super Bowl, or a later track for Man in the Garden. I want y'all to keep that in mind when you listen to Man in the Garden, because this track ties to that track. But I don't even think we gotta play the next one. If we're done with here, go on, rate it. We rate the tracks individually, or should we just rate the whole album?
I would do the whole album. I think we should talk about whether we like it, because I don't think this is a song that I'm gonna repeat all the time, because it's like kind of slow in the beginning. He's kind of just talking his shit and talking about how he feels. He's like opening up, like, this is how I feel. Like, this is like the epilogue to my
it's my album,
my story. Yeah, exactly, to my album. But I wouldn't say this is a bad track by any means. I think this is a great track, especially for what it stands for and what its purpose is.
Sure.
However, I wouldn't like listen to it over and over again, because, like, you know, you only want to listen to like easily digestible stuff. Like, nobody wants to listen to like a deep story all the time. Like, sometimes like you have different moods, which is perfect with this album, because this album has a lot of different moods and different plays on it. So I wouldn't say it's a bad track at all. I think it's a great track. But like, if I'm comparing it to other openings, like other openers, then maybe it's like I could rank it that way. But that's not what I'm doing. I'm trying to look at it for like what it stands for. You know what I mean?
It's definitely a statement piece track.
Yeah.
So we can move forward then.
All right, bet.
Bubble Up is next. Denzel just heard it.
Yeah, so we could just talk about that one.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
if
we
you
gotta
want to.
Again. Listen to it.
Yeah.
Get this up here.
So I could bring up the lyrics real quick now.
I haven't even looked at
dog.
I haven't looked at none of the Genius shit for this at all.
Damn. This shit #1 on the charts for like, damn. Niggas is like, what is he talking about? What is he talking about?
I mean, yeah, probably that, and probably because it's the first song on the album. Usually, the first song on the album is usually the most played.
Oh
at least
my
for now.
fucking goodness! How did I miss the fucking part? The lines he bleeped. Hold on. The lines he bleeped in that. One of them, I think the shorter one is a sentence, one is just a word. I think that the word is Diddy. It's like cackling at while he's
Diddy,
on trial.
y'all all on trial. Yeah.
Right.
No, y'all all on trial.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that's that. And I think the other one, if you can find it first, is read me the line where he's like, the line before he omits. I'm trying to look
This
for
one
it.
is, I paid homage and always mind my business. I made
and it was like quiet.
I think it's something along the lines of, I made the pop star stop fucking with these children. Something with pop star and children. I think because he had to omit it, saying that maybe he had some insight that this lawsuit from Drake was going to come out. Maybe. I don't know. He's on UMG as well. I think he knew this lawsuit was going to come. And of course, you got to omit the line if it's talking about a case that's about to be open. So I think that's what those two lines were. That I had some help with TikTok and like other people watching. I didn't get that on first. I was trying to figure it out on like first and second listen. Like, what the fuck? I was like, it has to be something with like children, and he has to like twist the words so that it rhymes with business. But I think that's what he's talking about. I know the second one's Diddy for sure. That one has to be Diddy because everyone was laughing at Diddy being on trial and locked up and whatever for the RICO.
G, no, damn well did he know hello people who gonna be going down right with him. So
right.
He ain't going about himself for sure. He definitely ain't going about himself.
Yeah, and then he even said, "You better off to have one woman with everything tricky now." So maybe he kind of rhymed that with this. Niggas kicking about Diddy while all of y'all is on trial.
Right.
Better off to have one woman, everything tricky now. I mean, I don't know.
Right.
You niggas live in denial. I don't know. Dang. I mean, the Diddy one for sure. It definitely could be that. Because, like, who else is going to be? Drake? Kelly?
Right.
I don't know.
What's on trial anymore? I mean, I say Young Thug ain't on trial no more, so
the other one
that
might
wouldn't
be a
even
reach.
fit there.
Right. The other one might be a reach, but I think it's something along those lines. Something with children and Drake, I think.
Well,
I'm about to say I have no guesses on what that could be.
Yeah.
Bubble out.
And like when he says that shit too, like when he's like all of y'all on trial, he means like all of y'all are being judged, and y'all are weirdos just like that, man. That's how I heard that. It's like y'all weird as fuck too. Like y'all laughing at him, but y'all in the same industry and on the same stuff.
Right.
Like y'all all move like a pack of a flock of birds for real. With Squabble Up, I think there's a lot here, right? Damn, like the ye nigga couldn't try me in the tri-state, like that. That shit was like funny, but it low-key was like, you know, in my tri-state area, in my city, like you couldn't do shit. So I don't know why the fuck you came to my city. I think he kind of is talking about that time. That could be a reach. Like when he came to Compton and he like took a picture with them and shit, and like was like, hey, look, I'm in your city, whatever. I think it. Yeah.
He bought some of that time too when him and YG made not YG. The Game made 100 when they did that shit in Compton, and Drake's in that bitch,
exactly,
rapping and shit. And and the Game people was saying like, I got you, so don't worry about nothing. Like, you know, I got people who got your back. So if somebody try you in quote my city, well, the Game city, you good on my book type shit. So maybe talk about that. Maybe.
I think this one is really him embracing that LA culture, putting LA on, which is another thing I want y'all to hold on to when we get into Reincarnated. I want y'all to hold on to the fact that he's putting LA on. I think the second verse is probably one of my favorite verse. The what the fuck, I got hits, I got bucks, I got new paper cuts, I got friends, I got foes, but they all sit in ducks. Hit his turf, get it cracking, double back like a deluxe. I think.
Oh, this part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause like the what the fuck I got hits, I got but I think that's in response to people saying like what the fuck does Kendrick got? Like why y'all put him in the GOAT conversation? He don't got no hits. He don't got no, you know what I'm saying? Drake's richer. Drake has more hits. I think that's in response to that. I also think people are saying that they think that there's gonna be a second album to this, which is they're playing off of the double back like a deluxe. And I want y'all to really like understand that yes, there's a lot of Pac elements in here. Pac was also known for doing back then they're known for doing deluxe albums, double albums, all of that. So I wouldn't be surprised if he does do a double album or does do a deluxe for this album.
Look, you need for my morale though, ain't gonna lie. Because why not?
I wouldn't be surprised. And the spit a loogie at the camera speed off, yes, us. Pac spit at that cameraman. I think that was post one of his trials, threw the middle fingers up at the side of the car and went on his way. Someone can fact check me on that.
They made a song called "Picture Me Rolling." So
right, and also funny with that line, the Pac reference, but also in the Family Ties video, Kendrick did the same thing where he spit out the window while he was driving Baby Keem in the back, spit out the window, shot out the car, and then they drove off. So I think that line is kind of funny in that aspect. That it's like it means both of those instances for Kendrick.
And then also I think like at face value, like taking it for what it like it reads literally. I got friends, I got foes, but they all sit in ducks. Friends and foes. His brother in arms. You know what I'm saying? Like he's talking about how he'll cut anybody off. Like if they really ain't fucking with him, like fuck the industry, fuck these dudes. Like if you even look at me the wrong way, like I need to cut you off, I'm gonna do that because like we're not doing this shit right now. Like we going to war, and I love this shit. That's basically what he's saying. He lives for this. And then you could read it as like, you know, Drake and Dude and J. Cole were like, you know, his close homies. Even though he didn't really fuck with one of them like that, it's like they still like homies or whatever. Like they, you know, they all make certain kinds of music, they all respect each other, but now it's like I got friends, I got foes, but they all sit in ducks. They all will get clapped if I'm ready to do that shit. Right. Like that's basically what he's saying. I that's why I fuck with this album so hard, bro, because he's just like he's on timing. Because everybody's always talking about like Kendrick not this, Kendrick not that. I remember I used to get clowned all the time for listening to this nigga, bro. for years, for like a decade and some change, bro. I was clowned for listening to this man. And then now here he is spitting on everybody, stomping niggas out, like talking about like light they shit up, like basically dropping niggas off. And he dropped off your favorite rapper. I don't care what you say. And it's like he's making an album about it. They dancing on this man's grave. Like how do y'all not see this? I don't care what y'all say, bro. This nigga is partying on his grave and he don't care. Like, do we not see this shit? Hit his turf and get cracking?
Bitch like, you know, bitch with him and some bitch in him. That's a lot of bitch.
That's a lot of bitch. Like come on. He's making it general. Like, you could apply this to everybody, but you know this nigga is petty, bro. You know it. You know he is. Like, you know what this nigga talking about. But then my favorite part of this track is like, this part right here, that thump, 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 baby, rocking it. Quit, bro, what you want? Watching it. Or on the phone, let me know. Like this whole shit, he was just sliding, and then just got worse and worse. Yeah. And then you hear the scream in the back, like let the full moon, like it's a full moon, let the wolves out. I've been a dog, like saying like, bro, I'm ready for this shit. Like you talking about like I don't need to transform. I've been had this shit in me. Right. You know what I'm saying? So. I don't know. Shit cool, bro. It's a cool track. Definitely a cool track. And I did not expect this from hearing the sample. Like, I heard the sample and I was like, okay, like he making some play music, I guess. Like, when you hear the sample, it just kind of sounds like this, like, kindergarten ass, like, woke up looking for the broccoli, high key. Like, that's not Kendrick. So I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, Mr. Get Off. Like, looking for the broccoli, high key. What the fuck you know about high key and broccoli? Like, Mr. Get Off, I get off at my feet. I still don't understand what... Oh, I get off and mop feet. Oh, okay. But still, like, I don't know. It was weird. And I hear the sample, the music makes me dance sample or whatever it's called.
Crazy flip.
And I was like, what the fuck? What made him sample that shit?
It's lucky snap. I ain't going.
Yeah,
Crazy
it's super
flip,
real
though.
skating ass music,
Yeah.
and he got this. You ain't the music, it makes me dance. Yeah.
and it's on the Mickey dance bit, so I can't get mad at it.
That shit, it was cool. It was cool, bro. Like, hey, yeah, he did his thing. I can't really say no much else about it.
Love it.
And another thing is like, it's like a dance track, and y'all feel that like that theme is like kind of throughout the album.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the whole album is just like a fun kind of dance, like, you know, do your shit kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
just vibe.
And I
Catch a
thought
vibe.
that on the first 2 listens, and then I started going back to certain songs, and I'm like, wait, there's something here. Like, there's something deeper here. It's Kendrick. It's not gonna be a surface level project, right? I was like, oh, this is him having fun, him being at the peak of one of the many peaks of his career, talking down on people. And then I was like, oh. And then I'll explain more when we get to those specific tracks where I'll be like, yeah, this is something deeper.
Ain't gonna lie, I don't care about the lyrics, man. The beat go off.
Hell yeah.
It was kind of funny because I saw this song to my mom. Cause I was like, my mom looked at the band draws. Let me see if she fought with this song. She played this bitch. She's like, I don't like Kendrick, but I like this song here. I was like, hey, true. Yeah, I think one of them songs the old heads gonna fuck with because you know old heads love Luther. So Luther sample gonna get the old heads right. So by default, this song is gonna be a goated song because the old heads gonna like it.
Right.
My mama gonna love this song. I already know it. I'm about to send this shit her way.
Indeed.
My dad
Indeed.
gonna love this song too. You know he loved Love when it dropped. He was like, that's probably Lamar's best song. I was like, you sleep. But yeah, it's a good song. It's a good song now. So Denzel, since you listened to it that first time, I just want to know what's your first opinion. Or like, what do you think? I know it's not your type of music either. So I really want to know what you think
We
about
went
it.
to the sample bag, got that Luther, and you know what to do with it. Well, okay, we're gonna have him singing that song. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be chill. You know, people don't understand where it came from, especially with the name. So just in case they just slow, they don't know. Now they know.
Because like he's the word Luther on that song.
And
He gets to the word Luther in that song. It's like, all right, but I'm gonna let you know this is a Luther sample. And I ain't gonna who produced this song? I'm actually curious.
I know. Is
it
it Sound? I know Soundwave had a hand in a lot of these songs.
Soundwave. All right, true. Soundwave.
Yeah,
All right, bet. I thought Soundwave.
We love Soundwave. Big TDE shit. Not too much to unpack with this song.
No, just a vibe. That's it.
It's just a vibe, really.
I'm saying it's on the radio. I think like I say, it's a radio song. It's already
Right.
and this song just came out.
SZA and Kendrick linking up.
already on
Always.
the radio is crazy.
SZA and Kendrick
I
together.
heard this morning on my way to work. I was like, true.
The fuck.
SZA and Kendrick.
SZA and Kendrick
like,
is beautiful.
It's a radio song.
Best
That's
duo.
it. It's a vibe.
Like
Yeah.
with all the stars.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's such a good song, bro. That's such a good song.
That
Yeah,
shit.
but I ain't gonna lie, I didn't peep that Kendrick and SZA that dude was gonna be that fire. Like it gives me comparisons to for y'all Logic fans, Logic and Lucy Rose. When them two on the song, that shit fire.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Lucy
Kendrick
Rose
and
is
SZA.
different.
Kendrick and SZA. I guess that's a new duo that go off.
Yeah.
Same with J. Cole and Ari Lennox. But they on the song together. that shit
Thanks. You not. Hold on, man. Evan's spinning right now.
fire. That shit
Lucy
fire.
Rose and Logic. Cole and Ari Lennox.
Yeah, I
Kendrick.
guess SZA is like that because I don't think I heard. a Kendrick
Drake don't have
SZA,
nobody yet.
I mean, he low key.
He tried with SZA, but slime you out. That's what's that.
Nah, it wouldn't be SZA. The closest one would probably be
That's the rap.
nah. No. To be for real, probably be Jhené Aiko. Low key, but you know, obviously, because you remember from the time that's almost stupid. Ain't gonna lie, that's low key one of Drake's best songs with a female.
He had Rihanna for a couple songs.
Yeah, him and Rihanna went stupid too. I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah, a
but then,
couple
you know,
Oh
songs.
yeah,
Like,
like what's my name?
Yeah, what's my name?
Yeah,
Too
what's my
Good
name?
for
And
you.
then, and then what's the other one?
Take
Word.
Care. They have a
Yeah,
couple
so
songs, yeah.
Drake Rihanna back then, yeah, they went stupid too. So I guess another duo right there.
But this track, the
a
chorus,
vibe, that's it.
the chorus is apparently I clicked on the Genius link for the chorus. It's supposed to be it's a likely reference to a poem that Tupac had wrote. Oh, hold on. The rose that grew from the concrete. And the chorus is in this world concrete flowers grow. I think amazing song. Of course there's gonna be Tupac influences in here. I like the line where he's like she a fan, he a flop, they just want to kumbaya. Nah, you see everyone walking back their statements on Drake and all that. They want kumbaya. No, we ain't doing that. I have a theory. I'm gonna just say it here, and we'll unpack it more as we get to the last song. I think SZA's feature specifically throughout this album is Gloria. Speaking from the perspective of Gloria, if we get to the Gloria song, we'll know who Gloria is. I think that throughout this album, she's only featured twice. SZA's only featured twice. She's featured on this song and Gloria. And in Gloria, her section specifically is her speaking from the perspective of Gloria. So I think this song also is just like a love song about Kendrick and Gloria. But we'll get to who Gloria is later down the line. That's the last track. One of the best tracks on this album, I think.
Sure.
But now we start.
Top 3 for sure.
Now we start unpacking the album when we get to these upcoming tracks. This is we still having fun in the beginning.
Hell yeah.
But I love this song. I love this. I don't think there's any skips on this album. Maybe one. Maybe I think
it's probably it's just probably one, maybe I say maybe one, maybe two. But
yeah, maybe one. Low key reincarnated. I ain't gonna hold you.
You gonna love the story for reincarnated. I can't wait to get to that one. You gonna love that one.
We're gonna have fire. You tripping on reincarnated, but
reincarnated.
I understand why. I understand why it's a skippable song because it's not
the longest one on the album.
No, it's just not. Actually, it's not. It's part 6, but
that's true.
It is heavy,
My bad.
But reincarnated is just a song that's not. It's not repeatable, but it's a song that if you were to play the album all the way through, you got to play that song.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's
powerful track.
I think it's the how much a dollar costs to this album. I'll put it up there.
Absolutely.
How much dollar costs is one of Kendrick's best songs.
Best songs, hands down. Oh my
it's like one of his best songs ever, and people skip that song like it's nothing.
That
was a president favorite song.
Good God.
Yeah,
Our president.
I was looking like it's literally one of the best songs ever. And the features on that song go stupid too. Ronald Isley. He bring him on there. Just snout.
What's the next song?
What smells on that song too?
Oh, Man at the Garden.
Man at the Garden. I think that's the next one, right? On the album.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I be seeing so many videos with that song with Kobe and LeBron. That shit look dumb fire and go cap to you. Just edits with them.
This song is powerful.
Crazy.
Yes, it is a powerful song. So
goosebumps a bit. Ain't gonna count.
Then you remember that time back in the day, Bam, when we me and Bam was in like 4th grade together, and we had this teacher, bro. He showed us the Nebraska football team because this nigga was obsessed with Nebraska football team.
Yeah, I forgot he was.
And he played he showed us like a montage basically of them in YouTube back in the day. This shit was like what, 2006 or something. It was like really old.
Yeah, it was like 6 or it had to be like 06, 05 around.
Yeah. So and the song playing in the background was Phil Collins' In the Air Tonight. Everybody should know that song. If you don't know that song, you in the rock. You probably don't know by the name, but you know the song. And that's what I heard when I listened to this for the very first time. I heard that song, this one, and I immediately thought of In the Air Tonight. With the tempo, the pacing, the chord, the synths. That's kind of like the feeling of it for me. So I heard that, and I heard another track. I didn't like really kind of dwell on it. I didn't research. Usually when I hear a sound, I'm like, what's that song? And I'll go research the song, look it up, and be like, yeah, that is that song. But I forgot what it was. So this one, Denzel, is a little bit slower too. This is more like a story. You probably will like this one. It's kind of hard not to like this one because this is like the one where he starts talking his shit. He starts saying like, I'm that nigga. And I don't know why you don't think I'm that nigga, but I'm that nigga. And this is why I'm that nigga.
Man, if he's from the hood,
I deserve that. I did this, I did that. I put you on, I put this nigga on, I carried this nigga. I do this every day. I do this all the time. I always go further than this person. I deserve it. I don't give a fuck what you think. That's what this song is. Basically. Him like basking in his glory. Talking about his family. Talking about, man, just enjoy the track, man.
Yeah, so to play 2 and 2 together. It makes perfect sense. I know I like him.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
Fried ass fucking quote right there.
Oh, that nigga, he was cooking, bro. He was
That's
cooking.
why I like it. Why you think he deserved the bread's fourth time, motherfucker? Nigga said that's a raw quote right there.
Very, 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 very probably the most impactful, powerful song on the album. Referencing the first title track regarding people saying that he doesn't deserve the Super Bowl. He's telling you exactly right here, right now in this song why he feels like he deserves all the praise, all the glory, all the accolades, because he's always pushed the, you know, he always tried to empower the people. He always stayed himself. He always told the truth in his songs. The song being called Man at the Garden, almost like he's walking through a garden, seeing the fruits of his labor now. Seeing that this is probably, if it wasn't his peak before, this is definitely his peak now again, that he's reached, that he's at the top of the game with all the acclaim, all the eyes are on Kendrick, and this is why he deserves a Super Bowl and more on top of that.
I'm about to say, you didn't see the Juneteenth shitting on Amazon? That boy brought the whole city of LA on the stage.
Right.
No matter who you were, and did Kumbaya together. like that shit was fire. Regardless of what song he played, is the fact that he brought everybody there and it was all cool for that little moment right there. Nothing bad happened. It was just vibes.
And then that's
something that not many artists could do like that. Like not many artists could do shit like that now, especially not now. Before maybe, but even now, like the only person who's close to even doing something like that is like Michael Jackson. He dead, so I mean,
right.
You think he could also be talking about like paradise, like almost like the biblical Garden of Eden?
Yeah.
Like
perhaps
that's
he does,
double
walk through the garden.
Yes.
Yeah, but if he does bring up biblical references,
I was about to speak on that next about the religious message here. Also, like, think of it like, yes, he's also talking about like paradise and all that, but then he can also think of how gluttonous it sounds to say that you deserve everything. You get what I'm saying? Like, keep that in mind. Not saying that is how he feels, but keep that in mind going forward to Reincarnated, how this song will tie into that when we get to that point. But there are a lot of religious themes throughout this. That's every Kendrick project though, but I'm glad you brought up the Garden of Eden, because I was definitely sitting here thinking, I'm like, well, this is really like gluttonous to feel like you deserve everything. And that's one of the sins. I think my favorite line is obviously the last one, tell me why you think you deserve the greatest of all time. And I think that is him directly talking to whoever, you know, but if the shoe fits, Drake, like, why do you think, or Cole, why do you guys think that you deserve the greatest of all time? But I've done all these things. What have you guys done? And I told it in the song. And how annoying does it angers me to know that lames can speak on the origins of the game I breathe. That's insane to me. The podcasters, the YouTubers that think that they can speak on rap and where rap came from and who's the best, but have no credentials in rap. DJ Academics, who's not really actually a DJ. How do you think you can speak on the game, but you have zero credentials outside of your stream and your YouTube channels and all that? Like, you don't have a foot in the game. How can you know what I'm saying? Like,
and be self-proclaimed, I guess.
Right. So again, this is definitely going with that angle of Kendrick being at the top, talking down to everybody. Like, look, this is why I deserve the top. But the religious themes do spill into the later tracks. But love this track. Love it. Definitely one of my favorites off of here.
Kickflip a nigga, I got tech decks. Was that a triple?
Jitlock did.
Nigga got tech decks like the little skateboards, you know?
Yeah.
Kickflip a nigga, but he mean flip a nigga like to drop him.
Yeah.
And the tech being like a Tech 9.
Yeah.
A gun or a tech deck. Like, you know, the tape that you put in the deck tape. Y'all ain't hearing me. Y'all ain't hearing me. Hold on. Damn. That's tough. That's so tough. Kickflip a nigga, I got tech decks. I heard him say it, but I never really hear him. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
All right, Judge, what you thinking? Judge Myers.
It's a good song.
I seen him bobbing his head. I seen him bobbing his head. He like it. He
Yeah.
like it. He like
He
it.
trying so hard not to
Trying
give
to hate it.
respect.
Another LA sounding, you know what I'm saying? Another LA artist. This besides SZA, everyone else is LA artists that he's putting on. Big Face Buddha, Get My Peace From Within, which is a crazy like juxtaposition of, you know, religious and you know, materialistic, you know, that duality there. What other line is in here? Put a square on his back like I'm Jack Dorsey. Crazy fucking line, because Jack Dorsey is the co-founder of Square, a tech company. What the fuck is the other what's the other line that's really deep? What the fuck you wearing, bro? It's tacky. You're laying in a deathbed trying to match me. If you remember that picture of Drake that went viral of him having the fucking
green ass NASCAR shit.
No, the sweater tied around his neck with the big brown pants and the white shirt.
And the big ass pants, yeah.
That, if you put it side by side with Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, their outfits are similar. So he's laying in his deathbed trying to match me. Obviously trying to match me going track for track, but trying to match me literally with his outfit. He's dead now. But it's just like, this song, I loved. I used to think this song was a skip, and I heard it a couple more times. I was like, "Oh hell no!" This song is one of them ones. You just gotta get to the ending parts, but
when it starts, it's like a little slow.
Mm-hmm.
Soon as he hit this verse right here,
yeah. When jiggle that high pitch voice, that hey now, say now. Oh
yeah.
You about to start going stupid, man.
As soon as he hit the heavy on the Parmesan everyday tax season, like when he started doing that shit, I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm listening, bro. I'm listening."
I'm listening.
And you got the horn started to come in. I was like, oh shit, like he turning up. I heard this and I was like, what the fuck is he doing? Started to see spaceships on Rosecrans. I think that's the street shit grew up on, ain't it? From judging from
yeah.
Under peer pressure.
Right.
Everybody sit your bitch ass down, listen to motherfucker start talking about Kendrick Lamar on Rosecrans, you bitch.
Also, the line that he says, shit gets spooky every day in October. Funny that he says October, and Drake's part of OVO, October's very own. So, you know, it's a little standout line to me. There are shots, as much as a lot of Kendrick fans don't want to say a lot of shots at Drake are sprinkled within. This whole album is not about Drake, but a lot of shots are in here. A lot of Kendrick is talking to Drake on some of these tracks, and some of these lines are specifically aimed towards him. The Black Noah just strangled me a goat. If you know the story of Noah's Ark, he had 2 of every animal. That being said, he has 2 goats. He strangled one of them. That means there's only 1 goat left. Don't know if, you know, J. Cole wants to play in that, because if we go back to Euphoria, he said, I see 2 goats kissing and hugging on stage. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, if Cole still wants that, you know what I'm saying, but it's funny how these lines tie into each other. When I tell you, when I started to understand what this song was about, I was like, okay, Kendrick. So the first verse, obviously the first 2 verses, he's rapping from 2 different people's perspectives. The first one, he's rapping from the perspective of what a lot of people are saying is a blues guitarist. Hold on, let me get his name right so I don't butcher it. Look at my ad. John Lee Hooker. John Lee Hooker, his nickname was the Boogeyman, which fits Kendrick's, you know. Basically, the song is basically saying that Kendrick he feels like he's been reincarnated. He's lived 100 lives, and this is not the first time that we've heard him bring up reincarnation in his career. In Hard Part 3, he said, when the whole world see you as Pac reincarnated. So it's funny that he called this song Reincarnated, rapping on a Pac sample and Pac's cadence, saying that he's lived hundreds of lives. We know Kendrick's story. He said that Pac came to him in a dream saying that you're gonna be the one. The next one, the next verse is he's rapping from perspective of Billie Holiday. These are influential artists in their respective genres. And then the last verse, he's rapping from his perspective as Kendrick Lamar. And basically, he's telling the story of Lucifer. Lucifer, we know, is he fell out of heaven. His thing was music and influencing people with music. Kendrick feels that in this life that he's living now, he feels like he's doing his past life. He's learned from his past lives to do justice now. And that last verse where he's talking with God is just, oh my goodness. Those religious elements kind of come to a whole, and that's why I said in the beginning, when he's talking about uniting LA and, you know, unifying LA, he says it here like as one of his good deeds that he's done with his life now. And yeah, very powerful song. I think is one of the probably the second best to me, in my opinion. The second best song on here, Gloria being the first, as being the second best song as far as like the song and meaning behind it. Love the song, love it. I love when Kendrick switches the voices around and, you know, plays with his artistry.
Come up with Drake did it. Oh, he got clapped.
Oh, he used AI. There was no AI here, but Denzel, what do you think of the song?
Robbie that face like
a Pac enthusiast.
Man.
He was talking his shit. He took the flow and everything, and like I would do my own little spin on it. So it wasn't like just robbing Pop. He just did his own thing with it. Saw that, you know, and it was deep.
You heard Kendrick on the song? No, I'm playing.
Nah, this, you know, it's like he's trying so hard to get that part. Like, you know, that's what it is. You know, it's deep as fuck. Like, cause he's doing like.
Did he do a good job?
He did do a good job.
Yeah, but doing that yelling and shit, cause two ways we saw he be yelling sometimes. You know he not. It's just how his voice is. He's real passionate. So I'm glad Kendrick was able to capture the passionate voice that Tupac does in his raps when he's actually trying to spit some shit.
I'm gonna have to listen to this shit again because these lyrics deep.
That's all I'm saying, man. Like I said, boy, spit me. Somebody gonna skip it. Skip that song for.
Right.
Because sometimes I want to listen to that message.
I feel like
to hear about music about clapping niggas.
I feel like this song embodies a lot of the themes that
he's not being so violent, babe. He has some zen in your system.
But I'm always like that. Yeah, my
exactly.
bad. Go ahead, bro.
You need that change.
No, I feel like this song, "Reincarnated," kind of embodies a lot of the themes that are spoken on throughout this album, this project. Yeah, I feel like Kendrick's still battling, you know, trying to be a good person and trying to like balance this fame that he has, a struggle that he's had throughout his entire career of trying to be, you know, this God-fearing man in one breath, but I'll kill somebody if I have to in the next breath. You know, Kendrick always holds that duality and that, you know. Very telling. I love this song, and the Heart Part 6 is also another one of my favorites, but we'll get to that.
But hey, anyway, if you see us in different outfits, it's just because, you know, it's a different day.
Part 2.
We we had things to do. Unfortunately, and it ran a little bit long. We was arguing about a little bit of stuff, you know. But here's the next track. This is the infamous TV Off. Now, if you've been anywhere on the internet, you know what this track is about. You know, it's about condiments. You know what I'm saying? Get your head out the gutter. Condiments. All right, so Kendrick Lamar TV Off. Denzel should know this one, but you know, I'm gonna briefly play it. It might run the whole video, but we're gonna play it just so we can refresh him and see what he thinks, and then tell you what our thoughts are. Well, I'm gonna ask Denzel. Do you have any predictions? Do you remember what this song's about?
I don't remember.
Okay, good. So what we thinking, man? How we feeling?
Not Like Us Part 2. That's what the streets are saying. That's what the streets are saying. I mean, you know how it gets on here. Whenever we say something's about Drake, And then people in the comment section be like, not everything is about Drake. Expand your thought process. Shut the fuck up. If this is not about fucking Drake, what else is it about? Yeah, he's still throwing subliminals. And people will be like, why is he throwing subliminals if he said Drake's name is not like us? Because the motherfucker has a lawsuit out. Duh, that's why. Like, you're already trying to get you for defamation. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, yeah, but this is definitely like Not Like Us. I think this is really an extension of Not Like Us. I feel like this, or no, this can't be been made around the same time as Not Like Us because of this line right here. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling mustard, right? So that's how I know this is gonna get. This is definitely on the set list for the Super Bowl.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Terrell. I don't mean to cut you off.
But
I think that my theory is that all these tracks were made around the same time. You know how he said he had 5+5 stocks? They all sound similar to Not Like Us.
right,
He got on this West Coast shit and said, man, fuck it, I'm gonna get in my bag and dance on this goofy ass nigga. And then he just made all these tracks. I'm pretty sure he did Hey Now. I think he did Peekaboo. I think he did this one because there's a beat switch up. So when the beat switched up, like after he won, like he got his shit off, because the whole song he was like, it's not enough. Like he's rapping, like he's kind of like he's talking about the situation,
right.
you know? The beat switches up, and then now he's like mustard, like he's celebrating. I think that's what I see it as. Like it sounds like a triumphant ass beat. Oh fuck it, I'm gonna add on to this and I'm gonna throw this out. And this dog done unplugged my monitor. Okay, it's back. It's back.
Get crazy, scary,
All right.
spooky, hilarious.
So what I was gonna say is, man, get your bitch ass off my shit, man. We taking over, man. Anyway, they tried to come from the dead. You seen that? Anyway, like I'm pretty sure this man dropped all those tracks when we was like, oh, what's going on with Kendrick? What's going on with Kendrick? This man was chefing. I'm pretty sure he had all these shits ready. I would not put it past him, and I'm almost certain this man might be dropping another album. I'm almost certain, because this doesn't seem like a body of work that Kendrick would do, and
Definitely
just drop it and drop it as a project. Yeah, like he wouldn't drop something like this. It's not really a concept or a story about his life or a journey that he's going through. Like in a way, this is kind of that, but there's no way this isn't a double album. He already said double back like a deluxe, and then that was the Squabble Up song. And I'm pretty sure like some of the shit that he was referencing had to do with like West Coast culture, and I mean that big ass CD. I mean we didn't really pay attention to what it is, but and then he showed the Christmas parade. Pretty sure like around that time or something, he's gonna do something else, drop something else. Something's gonna happen. It has to. This cannot be it, because he's like kind of just like, man, it's just I'm just getting fucking started. That's the kind of the energy he's giving me. So and I wouldn't put it past him to do that. He did drop 4 tracks on one day or some shit in the one weekend.
Favorite line is, the city just made it sweet, you could die, I bet it. That shit comes off as diabetic.
That line's crazy.
Insane. Not much to say about this besides that there's some shots at Drake. I like the lefty gunplay at the end, even though he only said 4 words, but hey, that shit hit. That shit, when you know, that's how you know the beat is fire. You only gotta say 4 words on it and that's it.
Shit get crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
But I mean, not much to unpack on this song. It really does feel like a Not Like Us part 2. And this one definitely is gonna be on that set list, especially him screaming fucking mustard. That shit's everywhere now. I'm not gonna lie, what made me, I was listening to this today. This is something I came up with today. I was listening to the song and I was like, okay, don't say you from the land, don't say you hate LA, but live in LA and pretend. And I was thinking, I was like, why is this sticking out to me? I'm like, oh, because Drake has a house in LA. He has 4 p.m. in Calabasas. He has a house in LA. Sicko Mode, he's talking about spinning the block on Ye. Remember, he was like, make a left, made a right, cut the lights. Ye was like, Ye confirmed, oh, that was about me. We used to live not too far away from Drake in LA. Then also, post beef, Drake poses in a University of Compton sweater. So it's like, I feel like I might be reaching. Y'all can say it in the comment section. I might be reaching. I do think this is also about Drake. I already see the comments. Everything not about Drake. It could just be a song. Everything.
I mean, that's what he wants you to think.
Everything with Kendrick's intentional, and I think he's taking the Drake approach to where like, oh, only specific people are gonna know who this is about. You know what I'm saying? Like, Drake gonna know this is about Drake. I didn't know Roddy Ricch was on this.
Yeah, like I read it. I saw it the first time when I was looking at the track list, and I was like, where is he at? But I guess it's in this hook because that sounded like Roddy, like how he would sing that.
Right.
So I guess that's him. I definitely will be checking out Siete, and I will be checking out Wally the Sensei because the vocals on this are hard. So I'll be checking out those artists.
This song here is it's probably my favorite song.
Yeah, very smooth. Brittany guessed that my favorite songs are probably Peekaboo and this one, and I was like, those are good choices. But I told her if you take the end or the beginning of TV off and you take the end of Hey Now and mesh them shits together, that's my favorite song. I ain't gonna lie, because it's something about the energy from both them songs. Like when that shit start, is I don't know, it's something about it. The tempo, like the ad libs, that shit, that shit get me turned up. And then even the for Hey Now, like when the beat start dropping and what's his name? Is it Dodie?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, when Dodie get on the track, Dodie low-key slid. I'm not gonna hold you. He slid. He was chilling and he was spitting. He slid, bro.
But then the end of the outro is also what makes me think about Drake. Like, you won't be the first one to know. Like, you're the first one to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's more rappers that Kendrick could take out. So it's like,
crazy because if you click the annotation, what did this shit say?
Kendrick might be addressing Drake and saying that he's gonna take down more rappers. So,
every time you can click any random bar. Hold on. Oh, it's Christians. Okay. Let's do the this one. Don't travel past the 10. Okay, never mind. That's just the LA. Okay, so he is being sneaky with it.
Yeah. I'm just like y'all. I'm just speculating and I'm just listening. But if I don't talk about it, I'm not doing y'all the service because some shit's gonna stick. Something I said during this is gonna stick.
You might catch me in Atlanta looking like a boss. I don't know what song this is. Oh, The Recipe. I forgot about that. Women we don't wear, they got that. Women we don't wear the. Welcome to LA. So it says this love of Kendrick's was shown once again during his beef with Drake. Like, pop out, Ken and Friends. When Drake was watching that shit with a fit, and that's where TV Off came from. I'm telling you, bro.
Yep.
I'm telling you.
Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off.
Oh shit, this man Kendrick petty, bro.
Well, that's it. There's not much to unpack on this song either. We're getting to the denser songs as we progress, because I think GNX has a lot. Gloria and the Heart Part 6 also has.
Did we do Peekaboo already?
Peekaboo's next. Peekaboo.
Talking that shit.
Ain't talking about nothing. This one. Ain't talking about nothing.
This shit hard.
Well, shit.
I don't know who that Caveat dude was featuring, but he was hard too.
Yeah, he slid.
AZ.
Let me FaceTime my op, bitch. I'm up the street.
I'm up the street.
Oh shit, he said he on the ground. I praise God and started stomping feet. Stomping that nigga. Shit funny, bro. That was hard. Another shit talking song.
Another shit talking song. Not much to unpack. He going at whoever. On this one.
It's crazy.
He really talking his shit on this one.
How do you call out my favorite songs before I tell you them? That's crazy. That's crazy. She said Peekaboo and she said Dodger Blue. That's right.
He wasn't talking about nothing. He wasn't talking about nothing.
He wasn't talking about
the
nothing.
Flows on here are crazy though. The flows are ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous on this fucking song.
Bro, look how this man has changed so much. Like look at this man and like what he's been through, how he looks.
Oh, he had the killer man though.
He like look at how he looks, bro. Like he just even in his face, he looks so different. I don't know what it is. And then you look at him here, and he just don't give a fuck. Like if you really zoom in on this shit, he just does not care. What's next? What's the next track, by the way?
The next track
is it the Heart Part 6?
Yes, it is. But the what he said, talking tough on IG Live. Who be on IG the most? Come on now, y'all. It's obvious. It's obvious. Drake. He said, the tweet and deleters.
Yep.
Like, shut the fuck up.
It's so funny because like that picture that I just showed, he looks so concerned and just like, man, how the fuck am I gonna get through this shit? Then here he's just like, bitch, I'm here. What the fuck is up?
Peekaboo.
Sit on the Black Grand National.
Peekaboo. That was a nice catch you did with the peekaboo.
Yeah, I didn't peep that shit because I just thought he was saying it as an ad lib like the first time. I'm trying to hear what they saying.
Right.
But then he said, put 10 to his face, you know, like the rounds.
Yep.
Fingers. My shooter playing peekaboo, or like he popping out the cut. Peekaboo. Like that shit was hard. And he said hit her from the back, tell her move her hands. Peekaboo. That shit is hard, bro. That shit's so hard. Damn. My thumb with her at peekaboo.
That freak bitch. I like my Mac touching yams.
Oh shit. Wait, hold on. Mac touching yams. Yams is in the cheeks.
I like my gun on their ass. Trying to unpack it. I don't know how else you can unpack that one.
I don't know. You know how they be saying like a blick with a dick? So maybe the Mac touching yams, mac and cheese. Mac is in the gun being the dick. Nah, that's too. No, I think I'm reaching. Nah, hold on. This is why we got genius.
Let me see what it says. Yams, a woman's physical assets. Mac and cheese touching yams can also be interpreted the same way as mac and cheese. Okay, you weren't off. You weren't far off.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Kendrick where's it at? Oh, did I miss it? Oh, it's the second verse.
Kendrick was talking about yams and King Kunta. I see that. The yam is the power of that B. Another one I'm walking down the street. Oh yes you can. Oh yes you can.
I could dig rapping. But a rapper with a ghostwriter.
What the fuck
happened?
Oh no. That's what I wouldn't tell.
Years in the making, bro. This is 9 years ago.
Not much to unpack here. Just him telling the story of TDE, how he started, how to get to where he's at. I find it funny how his last line is like dealing with having a heart to heart, knowing that there's 2 Heart Part 6s out. And that's kind of funny that he said that. But yeah,
a hand-to-hand shake is good when you have a heart-to-heart.
Not saying that he wants to piece it up, but it's kind of funny that he said when you have a heart-to-heart.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you know TDE, you know Black Hippie, you know J-Rock was the front runner at first. Ab-Soul was the lyricist. Kendrick said plenty of times. And we knew Ab-Soul was the one. Ab-Soul had the lyrics. Kendrick was just, he was the, as Q said, he was the one that was going to make it. He was going to be the one. He was the chosen one. I think that's what he said in the interview. It was just destined for him. Everyone made it, of course. Everyone's a big name now. Ab-Soul doing his second run with his career with the albums he's been dropping. So, I mean, it's nice to see everyone. It was nice to see everyone at the pop out too. Great to see everyone at the pop out.
Yeah, that was really cool.
But yeah, I mean,
was J-Rock there? I remember Schoolboy Q being there. I remember Soul. I don't think J-Rock was there.
I'm pretty sure J-Rock was there.
Because they performed Money Trees, didn't they?
Yeah. I think he was there.
What NOI is that? Be the last one out to get this done.
But yeah, I mean, Soul just dropped 2 albums in the last like 2 years, so he's back. Q just dropped. I think we're waiting on J Rock to drop next. So I mean, hey, the story of Black Hippie. I feel like as a fan of the Heart series, and I've been keeping up since the Heart Part 3. I think that's why I was new to 3. I heard 2 and 1 before. I feel like this will probably be the last of the Heart series. I think it just sounds like it's the last. The story he's telling, it just sounds like it's the last one to me. This is not, I'm not calling this facts, I'm just saying this is my opinion. I think this will be the last Heart. I don't think we're gonna get a Heart Part 7. I don't think so. At this stage in his career, I don't think so. Because it's always
about his kids if he does make it.
Right. But usually what I find funny about this Heart installment specifically is usually the Hearts come out in anticipation of the album. This one's just on the album. It didn't come out beforehand. And it doesn't say the Heart either. It just says Heart Part 6. The other one say the Heart Part 5, the Heart Part whatever. This one just says Heart Part 6. So I don't know.
You know what I was saying?
What, the album?
Nigga said double back like a deluxe.
Yeah.
Usually he drops the Heart Part whatever before the album, so you know how the album is gonna sound. Yeah. Right? You kind of get a little taste. It's a teaser. What if he's doing this with the whole album? I'm telling you. I wouldn't put it past him.
I don't think anybody from that camp has called this an album. I think this to me it sounds like a mixtape. Right? I know I said in the beginning this is just on surface level it's fun and whatever, but there's deeper meanings through it. Yes. There are some deeper messages within this project. But me trying to piece this together as some cohesive project, this is not a cohesive project in the slightest like his other projects have been. There's not a storytelling element. There's not an overall, like an overarching theme from track 1 to the last track. I'm trying to find the deeper meanings of this album. But this is not like Mr. Morale. This is not like Damn and so on and so forth. I feel like this is a mixtape. It being so short and its length too, 44 minutes and just 12 tracks. I do think this is a mixtape though. I wouldn't call this an album. I am getting this by the way as a vinyl.
Facts.
That's definitely gonna be on this wall
right here. I'm about to click on this. So
yeah, that's definitely gonna be up there. The beat is crazy. At first, when I first heard it, I was like, why the fuck? It sounded like the speakers fucked up. When you turn this shit up, it sounded like the speaker fucked up. But
yeah.
I mean, the only standout part to this song to me is Hitta's verse. If you don't know who Hitta is, I think Hitta is Kendrick's cousin, but Hitta's also on the cover to Pimp a Butterfly. He's the one pouring the alcohol, if y'all didn't know. I know this because of Twitter. Also, funny with his verse is you don't want to see them doors sliding on the Caravan, which that song is almost, that line is a response to Drake's verse, where he's like, oh, pop the latch on the Caravan, make the door slide, or the good kid Mad City van, make the door slide, whatever the fuck he said.
Yeah,
that's a direct response to that line. But yeah, man, Hitta Man's on this album, on this cover. The many people, Hitta Man's the one that stands out. He's the one.
Good shit, Terrell.
He's up there.
Good shit. It's like you fact check Terrell. You know what he's talking about.
Yeah. But yeah, man, this song, I feel like this song's cool. This song, when I listen to the song, it kind of sounds like what a GNX would look like. You get what I'm saying? Like it just sounds like the car.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. Like the theme of it being like old, heavy, but it's that
dark.
Shit. Like it's cool. Yeah.
So love this song. I know this is not a lot of people's favorite song, but I love this one nonetheless. Not too much to unpack here either. I just think this is most of the shit I be quoting from this fucking album comes from this. So hi.
Bruh, I'm always saying it's not enough. I've been saying that shit all day.
I'm tripping and I'm
literally
loving
I was at work. This driver's talking about the customer and asking why like we can't do the hologram. I mean the hologram. Why we can't haul away a monogram, and it's like that shit too big. Like it's not enough. Like it's not enough space in the truck. And then like I just caught myself saying that shit all day. Like it's like, oh, like Roger, can you make that driver go back? I don't know. Like I've been saying that shit all day. But yeah, this man taking his water break again, working out his knees, you know what I'm saying? Making sure the joint's still lubricated.
Right. But yeah, not much to unpack. You know, he's still putting LA artists on. Shout out to Peso, shout out to Hitter, shout out to the last one.
Dodgy.
Young Threat.
Oh, Dodie, my fault.
Dodie on the other track, yeah. But yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Shout out to all of them. Shout out to all of them. Roddy, all of them, everybody. And then we get to the last track.
Roddy got his stripes though.
The last track is probably my actual favorite. When I tell you, bruh, this song is amazing.
That's just tough.
This song is amazing.
That's so tough. I never peeped none of that because I want to listen to this shit like maybe 2 or 3 times.
When he was like, they all led by bigotry, you right? Yeah. Lead pencil, flipping through pages. They margins ain't big enough. The margins on a page.
Tough skin. Bro. It's like paper. So how long? When did he start doing that? Right here, right? Remember when you caught that body, wiggle through that sentence like you wiggle a writing utensil.
Right.
Flip your shit because you flip pages in a notebook when you write. Down, bitch. I know your favorite movie is in Notebook. Come on, yeah, and then he even said if they all sub me, get them all booked.
Right.
You either heal niggas or you kill niggas. The pen. Huh.
I'm telling
you,
you,
heal them or kill them. Like you heal, like you write, you make the music, you heal, spill your thoughts, or get him killed. Huh. Okay. Like a will or something.
Telling you, bruh. And SZA, I'm telling you, SZA is speaking from the perspective of the pen. I feel like that's why her features are really specific in the love songs, because of course as a rapper, your bitch, your ride or die is the pen. You know what I'm saying? So this song is deep. My favorite line out of the whole album is, remember when you caught that body, in reference to the Drake beef, and you still wiggled through that sentence. That shit was when I first heard that and I caught it, I was like, oh my god, because you wiggle your hand to write sentences. I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh, and then also you catch a body, but you didn't get charged.
Right.
You didn't get charged. He wiggled through the sentence. And he might actually be talking about some shit that happened, because he always talking about in Mad City that he caught a body, yada yada.
Right.
That he walked the nigga down in Euphoria, yada yada.
Right.
So,
and then also, if we're going off the Pac influence, Pac has the Bonnie and Clyde, which Jay-Z flipped, and in that song he's talking about his bitch being his gun. Of course, Kendrick is not about that life, so his version of this would be Gloria. My bitch is my pen. So I mean, it ties everything together, and I see why this is the final track. Y'all might have missed it. Gloria in Spanish is glory. You know, the glory you get of writing. This song does sound glorious, as it being the last song of the album. And I'm telling you, if you listen to the album with SZA, thinking SZA is talking from the pen, it does kind of make sense. Maybe I'm reaching in Luther. Maybe. This is all speculation. This is the first week that the album dropped. I nerd out sometimes about albums, so I'll sit here and just listen to it, and try to piece things together.
Maybe in Luther too. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Right. So, I mean, final thoughts on the album. I love the album, or the mixtape, whatever you want to call this.
It's just an album. Fuck it.
I love it.
This is a lot better than some niggas' albums. They'll drop albums and put a bunch of throwaways on them shits. And
I just don't know where I would put it as far as the rest of his discography. I'll give this shit a 9. Not a 10 out of 10. I'll give it like a 9, maybe an 8, 9. In that ballpark, I'll give it.
Yeah, it's definitely not up there with the rest of his stuff. It's just, all his stuff is different.
Right.
This is the first time we've seen Kendrick like this.
This
is a new light that
we've seen
shining on Kendrick.
I can't put it next to that. I can't put it next to Damn. Maybe I think Mr. Morale is better than this too. Honestly,
Yeah,
I'll put this at the bottom of his discography, but that's still saying a lot because his discography is stacked.
powerful. Yeah,
Stacked. It being last is no shade to it. Maybe it'll grow on me more. Maybe when things start coming out more about the album, still early, really early in the lifespan of the album. I'm eager to see what's next. Honestly, if there's another project, here for it. I'm a nerd out about it too. I piece things together, spin it 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 20 times. Piece it
get
together.
ready, because I think we're gonna get one. Get ready, bro.
Then get the notebooks out. No pun intended. Get the notebooks out. Take notes, because we call it here first. This is probably the first breakdown y'all gonna get. Everyone else is just reaction. I think going forward, I think we move like this. Then we unpack the album more. We don't miss lyrics. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to be on time with like, oh, the album dropped. Now we gotta wait. You know what I'm saying? We can just listen to it.
Yeah.
Regroup. Bomb. Here's our
we
thoughts.
can do both. It really just depends. Like,
right.
if it's an artist that we really like, then yeah, we should probably break it down.
Yeah.
Like if it's like a Cole or any of the other big names that like the lyricists, we should probably break it down. But if it's like a Thug or fucking
Uzi,
Big X, yeah, Uzi, like they drop tracks, and it was like, oh yeah, we'll listen to it. Let's turn it on, yeah.
Right.
So,
but what do you rate the album?
I'm not sure yet, because there's a lot of things I love about this album. A lot of things that I think they kind of confuse me, not confuse me, but they kind of like turned me off for a second. And I had to be like, okay, like this is the direction he's taking it in. But now that I'm listening to it again, and I've given everything, I'm not gonna say I've given everything a chance, because I never really skipped through the album, but there definitely was songs that I skipped through. Like I skipped at the time because I was just driving in the car. I wasn't gonna be able to sit and focus on the track. I mostly just wanted to hear the fast stuff, like the upbeat tracks. But
right.
I skipped through songs in Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. I don't think this album has any of those. Like, honestly speaking, I do not think any track on this album is a skip. Now, I may not always be in the fucking mood to hear Gloria or The Heart Part 6, so I may skip those. That is a fact. But every other song, even Man in the Garden,
that one.
Whacked Out Murals. I listened to Whacked Out Murals this morning. Like,
I done whacked out my mural.
Yeah, in traffic. Yeah, nigga. Going up your rank. I heard that shit and I was like, damn. I felt like I was getting charged up for the day. And then of course, like Squabble Up, like I love that track. But I think I've listened to it a lot. And I think I'm starting to lean towards like more like Peekaboo. GNX is cool. Hey Now is cool. I think I like those the most. I would love TV Off, but I don't like the second half as much as I do the first half. The first half of TV Off is for me. I don't know what it is. I like it a lot, but the second part is like he kind of just doing top of the morning type shit. You know, he's kind of just having his fun, talking his shit.
Right.
And so the delivery on that one is like kind of like, it's kind of different. And it was like, when I first heard it, I was like, damn, Kendrick, like, what the fuck is you doing? But I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, I don't think this album really has like songs that I'm just like Crown Me or Crown is what I mean.
Yeah.
Or like some other tracks where I'm just like, I could do without it. I'll skip it. it. Because I definitely do that in Mr. Morale, even though like that album is not like this one. This you could probably play every track at like a party or at like a get together, kickback type setting, and it be relevant. Like Luther,
that Dodger Blue,
Squabble, Hey Now, Dodger Blue, yeah. You could play every track, probably not just Man in the Garden, because that was a little slow, but like you could still listen to that one. It's like a chill track. But every other track, it would fit. You know what I'm saying? Even Gloria, to an extent, would fit.
Right.
So, I mean, I think it's a really cool album. I probably would give it. I want to say right now, I give it like an 8 or like an 8.5. Just because some of the stuff hasn't really resonated with me.
Right.
But I do really like the tracks. It's not to take away from that. And also, this is a album with a lot of features as well. I'm not used to that with Kendrick.
Right.
This is a shit ton of features. They all have different sounds. And it's just not something that I'm used to. So I think that's why I would give it like an 8 right now. But it is still a very good album. I do plan on getting this. I'm definitely gonna register for that shit when it drops, and I will get it, and it will be up here somewhere. I need to change this whole set of all these posters. Just need to fucking come down. I just need to change my whole shit, to be honest. And I don't know what I'm gonna put in here, but I gotta put some other stuff
it's
up.
It's gonna be up on that side somewhere, above to Pimp the Butterfly, or under it, wherever, somewhere. I still gotta hang this one up. Shout out the boss. Shout out to my girl too for giving me this for my birthday. Love this album. Love Milky Way. Love that album. But hey, man, GNX breakdown. First of gonna be many, but you know, if Kendrick pops out with anything, we'll be here to break it down. We'll be here to talk about it, flesh it out. The next podcast episode y'all get, we're gonna talk about it some more. Some of the antics that went, because we haven't really touched. We touched a little bit on the UMG stuff with Drake. You want to check out the next podcast episode next week? It'll be there. We'll talk about it. It'll probably be fleshed out more. This man, hopefully he loved the album. He there. He handling business.
I mean, I like parts of it.
He handling business up there. Don't mind.
Yeah, I might have to handle some business too. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey man, go ahead, Rod. Take us out. Fuck it. We lit. We on a high. Our favorite rapper dropped.
Hey man, like, comment, subscribe. Check the description. Look at the other videos. Check some shits out. Let us know what you think we should do next. Give us any suggestions. There's another thing that we should be listening to is GLORIA or something like that.
GLORIA,
right?
yeah. That had to get put on pause. I'm sorry. Whoever left that comment had to get put on pause.
Because Kendrick did it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's been your guys. Terrell, shit, myself, Rod, and the Shadow, Denzel back there. His chair. Unk ain't on game yet, but he will be soon. Hey man, stay up, be easy, and we out.
We out.
Peace, man. It's crazy.
But only Cardi can pick the right ones, though.
He's not a rapper. That shit is trash. Look, Rob, that shit is trash. But that beat with that bubbling on the side that I'm tuning out is just fire.
They're just. I feel like he's in too deep now, so he can't really break shit up. But he'll